So, hello guys! Welcome back sa channel ko. So, today, magre-review tayo about sa RME board exam. So, same as you, nagre-review din ako. So, bali, ang mangyayari dito is review with me na lang. Okay, so, nung nakaraan, nasagutan ko na yung 1 to 20. And then, today, sagutan natin yung 21 to 50 ata ito eh. So, let's try. So, bale, pag halimbawa may mga mali ako, then pwede nyo naman i-comment kung anong mali. And then, para din ma-share yung knowledge nyo. So, that's it. Let's start. 21. A value assigned to a circuit or system for the purpose of conveniently designating its voltage class is blank. A. Nominal voltage. B. Voltage to ground. C. Voltage of a circuit. D. Voltage. So, the answer will be letter A, nominal voltage. Number 22. A type of AC motor that runs at the constant speed and is used for such purposes as an electric clock motor is a blank motor. A. AC squirrel cage. B. AC induction. C. Wound rotor induction. D. Synchronous. So the answer will be letter D, synchronous. Blank is the resistance at the point of contact of two conductors or one conductor and another surface. Number A, conductor resistance. B, contact resistance. C, resistance per M per feet. D, resistance per K per feet. So, the answer here is letter B, contact resistance. Number 24, blank are classified as a conduit body. 1. LB fitting. B. FS box. 3. LR fitting. So, the answer will be letter 1 and 3. So, letter D. 1 and 3. So, 25. Blank raceway are not suitable to enclose conductors that are subject to physical damage. A. Rigid metal conduit. B. Intermediate metal conduit. C. PVC Schedule 40. D. PVC Schedule 80. So, the answer will be letter C, PVC Schedule 40. 26. A low power factor in an industrial plant is most likely caused by blank. A. Insufficient resistive load. B. Insufficient inductive load. C. Excessive resistive loads. And D. Lack of synchronous condenser. So, the answer here will be A. Insufficient resistive loads. Number 27. Where lighting outlets are installed in interior stairways, there shall be a wall switch at each floor level to control the lighting, where the difference between floor level is blank steps or more. A. 2, B. 4, C. 6, D. 8. The answer is C. 6. A voltage or current that is reversed at regular intervals is called blank voltage or current. So, 1. Direct. 2. Steady state. 3. Sinusoidal. So, the answer is letter C. Sinusoidal. 29. Of the following blank is a false statement. A. The term kilowatt indicates the measure of the power which is all available for work. So, tama yan. The term kilovolt amperes indicate the apparent power made up of an energy component and a wattless or induction component. Tama naman. C. In an industrial plant, low power factor is usually due to underloaded induction motor. Tama din. And letter D. The power factor of a motor is much greater at partial load than full load. So, the answer here will be letter D. False statement yun Number 30. It is generally not a good practice to supply lights and motor from the same circuit because A. Lamps of satisfactory service must operate within closer voltage limit than motors. Tama. Letter B. Overloads and short circuits are more common in motor circuits. Tama din. C. When motors are started, the largest starting current causes a voltage drop on a circuit and the lights will blink or burn dim. So, lahat naman to tama. So, the answer is all of this. In general, motors are designed to operate in a maximum ambient temperature of blank unless specifically designed for a higher temperature. Letter A, 60 degrees Celsius, B, 50 degrees Celsius, C, 45 degrees Celsius, and D, 40 degrees Celsius. So, the answer is 40 degrees Celsius. 32. A type of single-phase motor that can be operated on either AC or DC is a blank motor. A, multi-speed, B, capacitor start, C, universal, D, repulsion induction. So, the answer here will be C. For screw shell devices with attached leads, the conductor attached to a screw shell shall be blank in color. A, white or gray, B, orange, C, green, D, black. So the answer will be white or gray. Number 34. A branch circuit conductor shall have an ampacity not less than A, the load increase 125%, B, 100% of the load to be served, C, 80% of the load to be served, D, 125 of the continuous load plus 80 of the non-continuous load. So the answer here is 100% of the load to be served. 35. A switch intended for isolating an electric circuit from the source of the power that has no interrupting rating, and it is intended to be operated only after the circuit has been opened by some other means is an A, isolating switch, B, bypass isolation switch, C, general use switch, D, transfer switch. Isolating. So, answer is isolating switch. 36. A raceways or cable trays containing electrical conductor shall not contain blank. Pipe for steam, B, tube for air, 3, pipe for water. So, the answer here is all of the above. Not readily accessible to person unless special means for access are used is blank. A, elevated, B, guarded, C, isolated, D, listed. So, the answer here is isolated. Kasi, not accessible eh. 38. After cutting a conduit, to remove the rough edges on the both ends, the conduit end should be burnished. So, not sanded, not shaped, not ground, but burnished. The instrument used to indicate phase relation between current and voltage is the blank. A, merger, B, PFM or power factor meter, voltmeter, galvanometer. So, answer here is letter B. To calculate the VA, one needs to know the blank. A, voltage and current, B, impedance and conductance, C, resistance and impedance, D, ohms and resistance. So, the answer here is D, voltage and current. 41. You have adjustable trip coil rated 5 amps on a 22 amp switch. If you want the switch to trip at 120, the trip coil should be set at the answer here will be 5 divided by 220 would be 40. Thus, how many 40 there is in 120? So, the answer is 3. 3 amps. Okay. When an ammeter is disconnected from an in-service current transformer, the secondary terminals of the current transformer must be shorted. 43. Reactance will cause the current in a circuit to vary only when A, AC circuit flows, B, DC circuit flows, C, there is no resistance in the circuit, D, there is resistance in the circuit. The answer here is letter A. So, motors of 1/3, 1/4, and 1/8 HP are connected in parallel. Those motor deliver a total of, so ang gagawin lang dito is i-add lang yung 1/3, 1/4, and 1/8. You can use your calculator or simply manually compute it. So, we have 1/3, 1/4. So, and then 1/8. Ano yung factor na kapag minultiply is magkakaroon ng 8, 4, and 3 na sagot. So, the answer here will be 24. 24 dapat yung denominator. So, anong may 24 dito na denominator? Only letter C. So, So, that is our answer.